Hello guys, this is DK Uncovered. So what I want to talk about today is very important, so stay with me till the end, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. I need your support guys. Please like and subscribe. But I want to make the second part of the video I made a few days ago about the positive things we can get out of 2020. And I was saying that it is all about perspective here. It is unfortunate that we lost family members, people that we love. We lost our jobs, we lost our business, our dreams, but there is always a seed of equivalent in every negative situation. I know it's a bit harsh for me to say it, especially when you've been going through a tough time. I've been in situations where someone told me there is always a seed of equivalent in my situation, and I never understood it. I was thinking, I just lost my job. For example, just lost my job, and you're telling me there's a seed of equivalent in that situation. But then later on, as you keep progressing and if you keep going and you never give up, you look for new ideas, new ways you can improve yourself, you can improve other people, you'd realize that there was actually a seed of equivalent in that situation. If you don't give up, you see what I'm saying? If you don't give up, if you let any temporary defeat become a permanent failure, then obviously you've literally lost that seed of equivalent. But if you allow that temporary defeat, right, or if you take the positives out of those temporary defeats and you use it as an advantage, then that's when it becomes a seed of equivalent, isn't it? But anyway, in today's video I want to talk about race, what has been going on in the past few weeks. Now, during these times here in the UK, I've seen people posting on Facebook that 2020 is the worst year, like I said on Tuesday, right? People have been saying that people rioting and protesting in the UK is bad, especially with this COVID or the coronavirus going on. It is a bad thing. But to be honest, it is a good thing, because every black person can relate to this. When there's another killing, or when people are marching about Black Lives Matter, why Black Lives Matter, and you're trying to explain it to your white mates, a lot of times they bring up this idea that we just like to complain and there's no such thing as systematic racism, and if we want a job, or if we want to make our lives better, all we have to do is rise above this our negative situations and just go out there and get what we want, right? And it was very hard to explain to them that it is not black and white. You see, I am I am always saying that never look at a situation or never use anything as something as the reasons why you are not progressing, right? But in situations like this, there is systematic racism here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of black people and even a lot of Asian people, they've got the best grades. They've been able to get master's degree, but for some reason they still can't get a job. You know what I mean? But when I speak to some of my white mates that work in the corporate world, some of them says that as you climb the ladder, you not see much Asians and a lot of black people. One of my mates work in the law firm, he said the same thing as well, right? And especially with the police brutality, a lot of people back in the days, I remember during those Eriganya or whatever his name was, right? A few years ago, I was in college when he got killed, and I remember when people were marching Black Lives Matter, the media was against it. White people and other race, a lot of them were saying that all lives matter and blah blah blah. They're trying to defend why all lives matter. It's not just black people. But in 2020, when this George Floyd lost his life, I've never seen this, and most people can't even relate to this. Now the whole world is reacting to this. The whole world is standing up against. Well, a lot of people are standing up against racism. The young non-white people growing up in the future, that will be growing up in the future, would not turn on the TV and see only white people as superior, right? They will turn the TV and not see only black slaves or Asians doing something bad. at least it will be more diverse than it is now. When we were growing up, we would turn on the TV and it's either a black person killing or rapping or doing negative things, and that's all you would think as a young black person. You would think that is the only thing you can do. You see what I'm saying? But now, especially here in the UK, people as white people and black people and all kinds of race are signing a petition about why they need to teach history, the truth in school. So hopefully all these things can change something. If we want to change society, we need to start with the education bit, educating people. You know what I'm saying? And for the past few weeks, based on my observation, I've realized that a lot of white people, right? So a lot of them are racist and a lot of them are not racist. I'm saying a lot of them that I observed the past few weeks, they are not racist, they are just ignorant. They have just been told a lie in school, right? And it's just how the TV has programmed them and even black people into thinking that this race is superior and this race is just, so it's hard for them to understand. They just need to see and be told the truth over and over again before they can grasp it and understand it. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like 2020 has revealed a lot. 2020, with what happened a few weeks ago, unfortunately he lost his life, but I think this is going to change a lot. You know what I mean? A lot of things is going to change, and that's something that we should all see. That's some positive we can take out of 2020, to be honest. Even though there's riots and there's violence going on out there, but still I feel like in the next 10 years racism is not going to be as bad as it is now. It's not going to be as bad as it was 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Or 30 years ago. It will change. But I feel like 2020 is basically where we plant the seed. You see what I'm saying? It's where things will start changing. Because let's not forget, 40 years ago racism was worse, and then the 40 years before that it was even terrible, right? So imagine it's 40 years from now, there's a lot going to change. People are not going to automatically view others as inferior or as criminals or as stupid people, as dumb people, or you know what I'm saying? When you automatically see any other race, you just subconsciously behave in the same way towards them. I feel like it is going to change, and it had to start from 2020. It had to start from 2020. So yeah, that's one of the things we can get out of what do you call it? 2020. Because like I said, I remember when black people were marching, Black Lives Matter. During the past few years, people were against it. People were disrespecting it and saying all unnecessary things about why, well, you lot are criminals anyway. What about black on black crime and all these things, right? They don't even do their research. They just say it. So then the argument would stop. And I remember black people, including myself, would try to explain to them like, bro, like it's not the way you think. It's not just black and white. You know what I'm saying? It's not just that. But now George Floyd's video has opened a lot of people's eyes. Like I said, around the world, even Lithuania. Never in my mind, never in my world did I think that people in Lithuania would be marching and standing for Black Lives Matter, bro, in Lithuania, you know. But I've seen videos of places that you would not even think would do that, are doing it. So we can clearly see that this is something that it's not just only with black people, but even Asians. I know Asians that have suffered racism before. You know what I mean? Some of them, they suffer racism all the time. They get called all kinds of racist names, man. So I feel like 2020 is one of the years that we can stand against racism. You know what I'm saying? Racism, systematic racism, and this police brutality. Because 2022, you can tell that police ain't shit. A lot of the videos that has come out, police doing unnecessary things. For the 2 weeks ago, the police officer was he arrested or was he suspended for pushing some woman in New York? And the way he pushed there was so aggressive, like. And see, all these things will make people realize that they are not saints. You know what I'm saying? They are humans like us, and they need to be trained and they need to be directed properly, bro. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm done. Yeah, I hope you guys got something out of it. So listen, 2020 is not just that bad. It is very good. it is very good. You know what I'm saying? It is very good. During these times, it's going to force people to change their perspective. It's going to force people to think, to find new ideas, new ways they can improve themselves, improve society. You see what I'm saying? And George Floyd's situation is one of those things that has made people realize how they can tackle racism. You know what I'm saying? And with the COVID as well, has made people realize why they need to develop new skills, they need to learn new things, they need to save up money. All these things, you get me? They're all important. So trust me, it's not bad. 2020 is not the worst year that has ever happened, bro. I remember, I think this, I was reading the history book. Was it a history book or was it a video? Of 528, the year 528, one of the worst years, bro. And I think 2020 it's not even close to those years. That year, you know, when people got killed, bro, the mass killing. You see what I'm saying? So when you hear you see videos, and when you hear people saying all these things, I'm thinking, bro, no. 2020 is not even close to those things, bro. It's not even close. It's not even. It's far from worse. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of positives out of that. But anyway, I'm done. I hope you guys got something out of it. Before I close, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for staying to the end. Thank you to my new subscribers and my old subscribers as well. Share this video to your friends and family and everyone that you know. Take care and have a wonderful day, guys.